My name is Gredin Chernousov Yefim Daniil Dmitrievich, but everyone calls me Daniel, and that's what I go by. I'm an international student from Russia. I am studying marketing here, and I'm in my last year at Auburn University. I was fortunate enough to study in Britain before I came to America, and the system between British universities and American universities was quite similar, especially if you compare it to Russian universities. When I came to America and I realized here that there are plenty of opportunities, you just kind of have to make the best out of them, that pushed me to adapt even faster than I kind of originally anticipated. But I wouldn't say it wasn't that hard if you keep your mind open. There are plenty of people here that are willing to help you. You just kind of have to ask for help. I think out of all of the resources, the most helpful one was the mock interview. Just having a place where you can practice stress-free. I mean, you're still worried a little bit because you want to make the best first impression, but at the same time, it's very nice to be able to not put your work on the line, like your potential future employer on the line. So that's why I kind of use it pretty much every semester, and it was extremely helpful. So because of all of the practice that I got through mock interviews and just kind of visiting OPCD for additional help, it gave me a lot of confidence going into the interviews and kind of applying for jobs, because I knew that my resume is polished, I have a fleshed out elevator pitch, and I can definitely present myself when it comes to interpersonal interviews. I also learned about little hints and little tips that kind of help you relax and feel more confident. Because of that, I was able to focus more on kind of researching the companies rather than just looking for as many companies as possible. And when you research the company, you obviously learn more about the company, you go into the interview and you impress them even more, in addition to all of those skills and confidence that you earned from practicing before. And I was able to get an internship with a company called Altria. They are the biggest shareholder for tobacco products in America, and I had a very successful internship with them over the summer, and it was a fantastic opportunity, a lot of personal growth for sure. I think my biggest advice is just to try it out as early as possible. You literally lose nothing if you come to the OPCD front desk and ask questions. And even if you don't have questions, just coming and learning more about what resources OPCD provides helps a ton. Because you might feel like maybe your resume is not fantastic, or maybe you might feel that you don't feel very confident one-on-one or one in front of many people. OPCD has resources for almost all of those problems. And I think that a lot of people miss out on that because they feel like, okay, I'm just gonna rely on my orientation classes, or I'm gonna rely on the things that I learned from the past, maybe from my previous internship. Just because you had an internship in another country doesn't mean that you have all the skills to kind of translate them into America and kind of getting an internship here, because the culture is not only different from other countries, but it's also even very different from different states. So I would say just come, participate, maybe ask around what instructors are available. Get familiar with Handshake, because that's going to be the primary tool for you to schedule your meetings. And there's also a lot of information on there about the type of meetings and the type of instructor that's going to be helping you out. Again, just come visit OPCD. You can also visit the website of the OPCD. I found a lot of useful resources on there, just kind of so you don't go in completely not knowing what you're doing. But again, there are so many helpful and welcoming people on OPCD. I feel like not visiting it is just missing out.